welcome back all my cool cats and cuties out there. This is my continuation of Cinderella Phenomenon. Now, last time in this game, we were cursed by the Cinderella curse. So we're just gonna jump right in. When I open my eyes, I'm still in the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I am cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willingly some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ah, just look at how ragged she looks. Ooh. What are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of noble upbringing. Ooh, silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. Well, they're noble women, though. What nerve. Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. Ooh. I become acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I have been sitting here thinking about on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora. I swear I will make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, What will you do? I will find food first. That's probably a good idea. Your father did give you some snackies, some little snacks. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Probably. Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? No, you're not. You're a peasant. Shoo! There is nothing for you here. He just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Yeah, the nerve is because you are kind of a butt. Just saying. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hand into a fist and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I have been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I began to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I am wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, I need to prioritize. At least she's smart in that sense. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You will need to pay, girl. There is no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any of my customers. Without another word, I turn and start walking away from the woman. So this is the goodness of people of Angeline. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. What now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got those coins there? Excuse me? Look at her, brushing us off as if she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Ain't is no word either. Now be good Now be a good girl and hand us that pouch. The man on my left grabs my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. Probably just should. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening, and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely I'm going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Ooh, do we go left or do we go right? Let us go. Do we go right? I'm right-handed, so let's go right. Right. Because you know what they say, 2 lefts or 2 wrongs don't make a right. Hey, this way. Ooh, it's a boy. You're... No time to talk, princess. He remembers me. How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. It's a good thing I went right. Get it? Because he's the right boy for me. No, I'm joking. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than I was now. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Oh, our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in my path, I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots through my foot and I collapse to the ground. It hurts. Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't. We've got you now. Just hand over your coins, and neither one of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Aw, thanks, Waltz. Huh, says a little boy. Well, well, well. Oh, what is this ghastly sight before me? 2 adult men threatening a child and a lady. How very ungentleman. What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? Are you asking to get fleeced? Asking? Perhaps I'm in the mood for a scuffle. Ooh. He's my savior. The nobleman brandished his sword. His expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you got, sirs. Ooh, and please, don't bore me. He's so cocky. Who are these people? I ain't dealing, ain't as in a word. I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. You two... There's 2 of us. Wait, the 2 of us can take care of him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. Ooh. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Oh yeah, you got it. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here? Wait, what did you just call me? Eddie, small one. These 2 know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger combined with a vengeance. My body feels light. Yeah, because you're probably sick. Hey, princess! Princess! Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. Parfait? But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah, you need to move. You made the right choice! Yay! The crystal in the upper left corner indicates that you have made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponds to a certain love interest. They also appear belated after you make choices, so keep your eyes and ears open. Oh, the crystal. Oh, this crystal. Okay. Alright, okay. So, don't worry, you're safe now. Everything is fading. Good night. Shh. A dream? What is that in your hands, Lisette? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It was all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Lucette. Only the strong survive, and the weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak, you are strong, my crown princess, and do not cry. Now, wipe your tears. I do not want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now, get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, Mother. The mom kind of reminds me of... I'll just be quiet. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? Well, this isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest, where the little glass slipper hangs from around my neck. 'Cause you're cursed. You cursed, girl. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid of that torn Dolores' dress. This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again here, like this. Huh. Leave me alone. She's not very nice. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Aw, she's so nice. Now what? It's Delora. Haven't thawed at all, have you, Ice Princess? You. Suddenly, there she is, Delora standing before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is the cause of everything I have been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's all her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots through my legs. I end up falling back on the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Huh! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you can summon in Angeline, princess. Besides, haven't you heard your fairy tales? The caster cannot take the curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned all the books before I could read any more than 1 or 2 of them. I did not think either involved curses, just genies in trading away your voice for legs. So she read Aladdin and she read The Little Mermaid. It's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, you should really be up and about. Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. So wait, her name's Parfait? Are you a witch as well? No, she's a fairy, look at her. She's a fairy. Oh no, my name's Parfait, and I am a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know that I am the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Let's see. Why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happens if I don't break the curse? Why are you two working together? Well, I'm just gonna ask why you two are working together. To answer that, we'll have to give you a little bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. Dramatics aside, there was only one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucas. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tiberium, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tiberium Bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucas Bearer. Parfait is the Lucas Bearer. I take in Parfait's fragile and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does the bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystal and keep balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt us. Didn't the witches fight back? We weren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tiberium Bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witch took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger to fill the human's heart with negative emotions. All to feel the power of the Tiberium. The dedicated balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tiberium grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight back. And then the Great War happened. And the Tiberium Bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of ever having kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tiberium can poison a heart and the mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tiberium and maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, were corrupted. Many good witches were corrupt during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Tiberium. She is as good as they come. Hopefully, you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. What else would you like to know? Why am I cursed? How do I break my curse? What happens if I don't? Why am I cursed? We'll start from the top. Seriously? You're going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked it if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora, a curse is the only way to force you to change your horrible ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need to change? You are completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people. The coldness you showed to your stepfamily and your father. The way you treat Princess Emmy. Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smudge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace the necklace you've got there is a Cinderella's glass slipper. To break the curse, you must get a second slipper. Complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that was the case of this one? Delora, you're not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in an entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a pair of glass slippers. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair, and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. 3 good deeds, and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to the ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince. It's so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they're cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. I will be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I get to meet my princess now. Yay! I cannot believe this. I look down at my bandaged feet. Damaged. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been the last 2 days before. There's some salve I made for you. It will help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason for her to lose her job within the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salva for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into clothes that have been left there for me. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but is still far more improvement from my rags. All my life, I have never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. Do it, girl. But you better be nice while doing it. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting aimlessly with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me in the salvage by the counter, serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look at what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Curse for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really the princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Very true. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not even these people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gaze. What is this place? Welcome to the Marson Tavern, a home... Welcome to the Marson Tavern, a home to those with fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Merchant? Tavern? The merchant was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed and Angeline continued to rise. The goal is to gather those infected so they might help each other break their curses. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten that you are the crown princess. But because these people are here cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess. Let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the merchant. Parfait beckons over to the servant girl. This is Ancine. Ancine? She helps out with the merchant and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what the Ice Princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not benefit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. It's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Ancine. I hope we get along. Complete utter silence. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me towards two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Oh. These are the faces I have seen in the palace before. This is Durin and Garland. How did you know? Both of you were in the order of Caldrine. That's right. They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from the service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Ancine are expectations, and we are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Durin and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marson. Protect? From the witches. They do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I'm an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting that good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I'm really only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. And try to make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust. Content. As if I'm the only reason they are cursed and they have taken refuge in the Merson in the first place. Make friends? All I ever had was my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger appearance on his face. His hands clenched and unclenched into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Durin and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past, and no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Merchant. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules, and you will get what's coming to you. That goes for anyone here. Durin's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt that she meant what she said. So these are the great knights of the Order of Calern. The Merson begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversation and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treat me with any respect are Ansine, Durin, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Merson is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to accomplish? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magic boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time, and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You wouldn't hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curses are? We talk about it freely in the Merson. The whole point is helping each other break our curses after all. Oh, so the Neverland curse, he's probably Peter Pan, so he probably never really grows up, but really he's probably not a boy then, so he's probably a man. That's the reason why he's taking offense to be called a boy. So I wonder what Karma's curse is. Maybe it's Mulan? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Hard to do if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses. He then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not quite reassuring. Well, at least the curse can be broken. I cannot particular say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? Can you talk to us about it? Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness. Cinderella? That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? Oh, princess? Parfait's voice suddenly takes me by surprise. I haven't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? No, you may not. No, I'm joking. I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod is cursed? Oh my god, is everyone I know cursed? I mean, probably. So, you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so that he still has some way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid curse? What? That's my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they're my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So I'm the only one you never told. I did not think you particularly cared either way. He's not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rob with his curse. That's why he comes to the Mercin from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you are truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier, happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd like to say it's good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but is this the truth? I'm gonna ask, so is this how you truly feel? Dun 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 dun. So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmy did not want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. Ooh, he's not like Honey from High School Host Club. I'm gone, and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased from the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happier. They're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the Mercin, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now, isn't the right time to explain? When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. You need to be patient, Lucette. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk to you about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She's right. I think back to the days I've spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything, as long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay in the Mercen with me and the rest of my boarders. I almost forgot what hope felt like. But you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrate too soon. What? Magic has its limitations. Just like anything else, money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The Mercen doesn't attract many customers, since only the curse and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? You can't just ask people that. Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take in people? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating breathe beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works. It's not as if I could accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the merchant and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If Karma can be useful, anyone can. I have yet to see Karma be anything but useful. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It is the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head in 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to sleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other Marson boarders, Waltz, Durin, Garland, are all sitting on the settle, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noise Garland was making would have woken the dead. Durin and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what are you doing outside? It's almost 1 a.m. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Arsene are tending to the man now. These people, will they just help out anyone they find on the streets? What if this man's dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered from minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Ance has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would have never been asked to do such things in the palace. Goodness, what's the poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I mean, true. What has that poor tray done to deserve that look? I must say it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Lucette. Come on, our guests must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Knock, knock, knock. Come in. Come in. It's Glasses Boy! I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? No. What? I'm in heaven, or maybe. You two are angels that have fallen out of it. No! I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Oh my god. You could join me in this bed. Oh my god! It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead with this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold the tray. Oh my god, what do I do? I just don't know. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see. Oh my god, what should I pick? Throw it at him or stay silent? This is a dating simulator and let's throw it at him. Can I throw the tray at him? She's asking, she's not just doing it. I'm tempted to let you. Fetish as well. Oh no. Stop. Oh, be still my beating heart. Huh. Oh, I gotta, no. You picked the wrong choice. Well, maybe right choice. Huh? Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of the three of you at once. I'm so, I don't even know. I think I know how Casanova here got his head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take head injuries after all. The man finally stops and then just looks at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What is your name, good sir? Man. I would answer any questions for you ask of me, madame, but... The man looks down at his notebook in his hands. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angeline, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook as he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is waking up and holding onto this. I thought there would be more information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lucette will leave your breakfast here and we'll get you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Aww. I'm gonna call him Rumpelstiltskin. Is that a fairy tale? What is that fairy tale about? Dolores does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts as I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got a chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all of the straw into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up in this room forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night, she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night, the girl had nothing left to give to the little man, so he made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, as long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl wanted to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story. Years passed and the king finally gave birth to the first child. That night, the little odd man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn into the forest by the sounds of a little voice. She saw a little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how no one had ever would guess his new real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the Marsen is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Lisette. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Ooh, she needs to start coming up with good deeds. Let's see. The Amnesia Casanova was allowed to stay in the Marsen with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marsen servers. Anson protests that he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. That he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness, given all the nonsense he spouted at us. The people that frequent the Marsen began to steadily ignore me altogether. Like I do not exist. Is it better than the stares and the hateful looks? Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, his fashioned one form of his own curse, Rumpel. I think it suits him. I'm gonna call him Rum though, because that's like Rumpelstiltskin, so and rum, so. I will never understand Parfait. This enormous waste of space is about to be as useful as Karma. And speaking of which, I've returned! Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Welts trails in after her, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. These boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survive the trip, Waltz. Thank you, Anson. Anseen. So this is our new housemaid. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Oh god. Oh my god, it's a trap. It's a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it, Rum. Don't do it. We are all surprised when Rumpel suddenly reaches out and grabs Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing... No, you stop that right now. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in a beautiful blazing color. And nothing shines more brightly and vivid than you. Karma's not having none of this. Karma's not having none of this. I am Rumpel, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma while waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpel away before being a fool. But she remains eerie silent. Answer, my angel. I beg of you. Keep. Say the word and it's done. Your filthy hands off me. Ow. Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you just call me? Please calm down. Rumpel's still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. Is a man? No. But your voice, your face, your breath. Ow. That's what you're focusing on? Pervert. I worship all aspects of female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Do yourself a favor and shut up. I would have never known. But why would he do this? Oh, maybe he's got like the Fiona curse or something. I don't know. Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. Oh, see? I'm undone. My heart is in pieces. If you knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart, like it only takes a look to fall madly, invertibly in love. I must leave. My heart needs time to heal. I'm dead. I'm so dead. The mercenary tracks all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright. Nothing to see here. Back to work. I'm still in shock from what I have learned earlier. Karma? A man? It is not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angeline knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Ancine, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest Marcian boarders. We all have been invited to a private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, lady. But I'm hungry, and I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much, as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince? What an ecstatic collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they're eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumpel. Really now? I sit silently in my chair. I am uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone. since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always so awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You've barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. Sad face. They say that sharing a meal brings a family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, princess? There's no way I'm admitting that I do not even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot, you're not so good at doing the good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, it's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons. If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say it, I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt that I be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? Ooh, there's some static between the two of them. From one side flirting to bitter enemies, and all the spawn in a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you any way I can, princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be as happy as well. I don't think I can make the best teacher for those sort of things. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Jern herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Marson. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just letting us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not to care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother, in the last few years, have taught me. I have always been alone, and it is easier that way. And yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I am slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Alright, cool cats and cuties, that's chapter 2. So, what I'm gonna do is pause here, and, as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, my cool cats and cuties, you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Tessa out.